ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यानस्मद्गुरोन् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि स्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 सर्ववेदान्त सिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। जातिनीतिकुलगोत्रदूरगं नामरूपगुणदोषवर्जितं देशकालविषयादिवर्तियत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि यत्परं सकलवागगोचरं गोचरं विमलबोधचक्षुषः शुद्धचिद्गणमनादिवस्तु यत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि षड्भिरुर्मिभिरभोगि योगिहृद् भावितं न करणैर्विभावितं बुद्ध्यवेद्यमनवद्यमस्ति यत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि भ्रान्तिकल्पितजगत्कलाश्रयं स्वाश्रयं च सदसद्विलक्षणं निष्कलं निरुपमानवद्धि यत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि जन्मवृत्तिपरिणत्यपक्षय व्याधिनाशनविहीनमव्ययम् Vishvasritya Vivigada Karanam Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Brahma Tattvam Asi Iti Bhavaya Atmani Bhavaya. Na, it is to be meditated upon in oneself, na pradima, not in a rupa, not in a vigraha, not in a murti, not in anything else except one's own self. Atmani bhavaya. Tattvamasi iti bhavaya. Tattvamasi iti bhavaya, that's Upadesha Vakya. Tattvamasi iti Guruna Upadeshitam yat. Or Guruna Upadishtam yat. Whatever is been done as Upadesha by the teacher, that when teacher says Tvam eva tat, you are that, tat tvam asi. So then the student should meditate upon it as Aham Brahmasmi. You are that, then he should not in return say to the teacher, you are that. It's an A. You are that, when it is said, he should understand, I am that. So Aham Brahmasmi iti bhavaya. So Tattvamasi bhavaya. So Janma Vriddhi Parinati Apekshya Apakshya Apakshaya Vyadi Nashana Vihinam. None of these changes that take place in the body belong to it. And this is Anvaya, this is Vyatireka. And Anvaya is what? Vishwa Srishti Avagada Avavigada Karanam. Srishti Sthiti Nashana Karanam. Brahma Tat Tvam Asi. That alone you are. Iti Bhavaya. Continuing here, the next one, that is page, in verse number 259. Astabedamana pasta lakshanam nistaranga jalarashi nischalam nityamuktam vibhaktamurti yat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani Astabedamana Pasta Lakshanam Nistaranga Jalarashi Nischalam Nityamuktam Vibhaktamurti Yat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Bedam yasmin asti, where there is no difference at all, asta bedam. Asta bedam, meaning bedam astam. In the Veda, the difference is no more. That is astaha gataha. Astaha means gataha, gone. What? Bedaha. Yasmat ekameva advitiyam. Idam sarvam yad ayam atma. Iti Shrutehe. Yatra Vedaha asti, tatra bhayam asti. Where there is fear, difference, there is fear. Yatra yatra bhayam, tatra tatra bheda bhavana. Wherever there is a fear, there is always a difference in that. If I have a friend who has constantly difference of opinion with me, so when I go to another meeting or another group party, first thing he'll ask, is he going to come? I'm afraid if he is going to be there, I'm not going to be there. Why? Where? Right? So where there is a difference, there is always a hatred or fear. Unavoidable it is. So that is the reason why Mahatma says, भगवान में आप भेद मत करो. भगवान में भेद करते हो तो उसमें भय हो जाएगा. Bhagavan, the Lord, should not be seen as different from you. If you see him as different, even little difference, ishamapi, even little difference you see, there is fear. One simple little difference also will create great amount of fear. If it is fear, that person is not near, right? Fear causes you not to go near. So आत्मन और हम में कुछ भेद है. Today also I was talking about that. Lingadvaya in the Dakshinamurti, there's an explanation on that. See, mind is a reflection of consciousness, but different distance between mind and consciousness is not there. It is like a bowl of water and the reflection of the sun takes place in that bowl of water or a pool of water, let us say. In a small lake or a pond, there is reflection of the sun. Now, the sun is far away up in the sky, whereas the pond is close to us. So very often we identify with the pond because it is closer and not identify that much with the sun. In the same way, हमको mind becomes more close to us than Atman. Because we are dealing with the mind alone is supposed to be controlling the senses, the prana and everything else. So we are so constantly identified with manaha, and the mind is none other than the reflection of consciousness, antakarna. So the limited reflection of consciousness we are more identified with than the supreme consciousness. In this case, it is a reflection of light than the sunlight. Now, when we analyze carefully, you will understand what is the distance between reflection of light and sunlight. Batao. What is the distance between reflection of light and the light and sunlight? Nahi hai. Because the sun has to reach the pond of water to reflect. Correct? Sun is not there. Sun rays are there pretty much closer, and in fact the proximity of the sunlight coming to the pond of water is what makes the pond of water able to reflect. Isi tarah, consciousness is not ever away from mind at all. In fact, mind is basking in the presence of consciousness and reflecting it. Like the pond is basking in the light of sun and reflecting it. So by our mistake and ignorance, we are thinking that, identified with the mind, we are thinking that we are far away from that consciousness. In fact, there is no Veda at all. What is there outside the sun, the pond, and inside the pond is the same light only. Tad dure, tadu antike, tad antarasya sarvasya, tad sarvasyasya bhakyata. ये दूर, मैं कहता हूँ वो दूर है. कहाँ दूर है? दूर में नहीं है. Duradrishtiya duram maybe. Duradrishti is because of avidya drishti. So here, yad duram tadeva antikam, tad antaha tadeva bhakyam. So Veda is because of avidya, asta Vedam. So Veda kuch nahi. Trivida Vedahan Santi, Sukata Veda, Sajadiya Veda, Vijadiya Veda, Ityadi Abhi. So if you look at anything in this world, it has this basically three kinds of Vedas. If we look at a tree, a plantain tree for example, a plantain tree is different from an animal, a bird. So there are many species. Tree is one of the species, the living species. So it is not an animal, it is not a bird, it is not human, it is a tree. So this is called Vijadiya Beda. Jadi, species. Vigada Jati. So Beda can be out of recognizing different species. There is Beda. Sajadiya Beda. A banana tree is not a coconut tree. Tree, all right. Ek jati hai. Same jati. Species what? Plant. But plantain is different from apple tree, mango tree, coconut tree, etc. So this is called Sajadiya Beda. Jadi ek hai, usme bhi Beda hai. Only one species, in that also there is Beda. This is the second type of Beda. The third set of this kind of Beda is Swagata Beda. In the plantain tree, there are fruits, leaves, stem, flowers. Even though in single tree only there is Beda. Planting, fruit is not the flower, flower is not the stem, stem is not the leaf. So Atman is that Sarva Vyapakatvat, being all pervading, na Swagata Beda asti, na Sajadiya Beda asti, na Vijadiya Beda asti. There is no difference in the species. There is no difference within the species. There is no difference in the very tree itself. So we must come to that point of oneness. That's why it is said, Ekameva Advidiyam Brahma iti. That is what's called Astabedam Anapasta Lakshanam. Anapasta means Anapayi Sarva Viruddham ityartha. Lakshanam Satchidananda Rupam Yasya Tad. One who has given up, one in whom there is no viruddham at all, there is no opposition at all. Meaning, apasta means that which is left behind, disregarded. Anapasta lakshanam, it does not exclude anything, it includes everything. Gurudev used to say, Vedanta is all inclusive. It doesn't leave anything aside. It is interesting to note when a Dvaitin, why don't you come this way? Your neck will be in trouble. You become gooseneck then. So, Gurudev used to say, हमको द्वैतवादीन से कुछ विरुद्ध भी नहीं है. We don't even have an opposition with the द्वैतवादीन्स. Why? द्वैत एक मार्ग है, लक्ष्य नहीं है. No, द्वैत marga, it's a path. See, when everybody starts the spiritual journey, they always start with मैं अलग हूँ, वो भगवान परमात्मा अलग है. That is the path you have to take. But that is not the lakshya. Bheda Bhavana is necessary for, of course, you have to have Guru is different, I am different. You cannot start with Guru and me are one. Let us start. Ishvaro Gururatmidi Murti Bheda Vibhagine. Guru aur hai, Ishwar aur hai, aur main koi aur hu. I am different, the Guru is different, and the Ishvara whom he points out is different. But when does it become one? In the marga, while you're on the path, you may see the difference. As you come closer to the main purpose or the lakshya, you see everything merges into one. Me, the world and God are one and the same. But at the present moment, I am different from the world. So all our Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama, Paradhi, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, Ajnana, Bhumau eva. Is it not? In the context of ignorance alone, I need to have all these things. Discrimination or differentiation, Vairagya, then mental control, sense control, quietening the mind, and faith. And all that is in which condition? Veda Bhumau, in the world of difference. If I have to withdraw from something, where I'm withdrawing from is different from me only. I'm afraid of the world of sense objects. Let me withdraw from it. That means it is different from you. So the मार्ग में वो भेद होगा, but लक्ष्य में नहीं होना चाहिए. Lakshya should be one. So here we have to say astabhedam anapasta lakshanam. So anapasta lakshanam, Satchidananda lakshanam, anapasta lakshanam. It is all inclusive. Similarly, Bauddhaha ke vadanti, what is that they say? So they say that sarvam shunyam, right? That is, all these things are shunya. In a way, they are right also, but the only problem is they don't go further than that. What happens in the state of sleep for all of us? Shunyam only. Nothing is there. But the shunya ka so sakshi hai. That which is the witness of the shunya must be present, and therefore to recognize that the world is actually absent is correct. But in the presence of whom it is absent. Because if you say, I'm coming into the room and they say nobody is there, it's correct only. The next step is what? How do you know? So your statement is correct, but conclusion is not correct. World is false is correct. World is asatyam is world is asat is also correct only. What they say is correct. But then, what does it amount to? What is the conclusion there? Don't stop there. Further you go, you'll realize that Brahma vina jagat na asti. Brahma vina jagataha asatyam api na janasi. So, without the Brahman, there cannot be existence of the world. Without the same Brahman also, you will not know the non-existence of the world also. So here, Veda marg mein hota hai, na lakshya mein. So Vedanta is anapasta lakshanam. Nistaranga jalarashi nischanam. Shankaracharya's word play. Nistaranga jalarashi nischanam. Jalarashi is ocean. Jalam, water. Jalarashi is ocean. The mass of water, Jalarashi. How a ocean, let us say, if at all, absolutely no wave. Nistaranga. Taranga means wave. Nistaranga means no waves. So if there is the ocean without absolutely any wave, how will it look? It will be deep, quiet and vast, isn't it? It is said that when you go deeper into the ocean, the middle of the ocean, there is no waves at all. I used to, when I was there in Canada, in the Quebec area, I used to go for some Balvihar camp a long time back. So we go into the lake, this huge lake there, and different people go in different boats. So whenever I take the people into the boat, and then I go right in the middle of the lake, if you stay, it'll be, the other places are all, it'll be constantly moving. You go to the middle of the lake, it's just quiet, no movement at all. And that's a place I say, come on, all of you, close your eyes and stay quiet, still, because there is a small little breeze because of the proximity of the water, and far away from the land, no sound, hardly any sound in the lake, in the ripples, no waves, nothing. And this little movement of the boat. It's a very beautiful place to meditate there. Why? Nistaranga Jalarashi. So it is that state of mind which is, here Taranga means vritti, thoughts. Thoughtless state of total stillness. nistaranga jala rashi nischalam chalarahitam nityamuktam kadabi swaswarupa beda abhavat, where there is no beda at all here. Nirgata tarangaha yasmat cha asau jalarashischa samudraha tatvat nischalam nityamuktam. So next word is this nityamuktam, ever free, ever blissful and free. Nityamuktam avibhakta murtiyat. Avibhakta murti means with no difference at all in terms of, even though we see variety, there is no division. Variety is perceived, but unity is understood. Even though various varieties are there, if I ask you, tell me, describe a tree. What is a tree? Show me the tree. If I ask you, how do you show a tree? Well, there's a tree there. No, you just go near there and show me the tree. When you touch the trunk, I said, that's a trunk. Show me the tree now. You show the fruit. That is fruit. Show me the tree. So tree is not an entity by itself. Tree is a collective branch and the fruits and flowers and then the trunk and then the root. So we call it as a tree, though there is no particular one thing called tree. If you show your car, I said, this is my car. So touch me and show which is your car. That's a door. That's a steering wheel. That's a tire. That's an engine. That's a top. This is a seat belt. So where is car then? So car is a name given to all these so-called different things put together. In the same way, even though the Atman is the same, when we individually look at it, it appears to be different. Today also we are talking about in Dakshinamurti Stotra. The Jains, they have the different philosophy. That is, the Atman is taking the shape of the body. That is their argument. If that is the shape of the body, what happens when it becomes next to birth a small ant? What shape it will take? Or it will take the shape of, when it becomes an elephant, what shape it will take then? It has to change, no? So if something is contracting and expanding, that cannot be Atman. Atman contracted now, it will be expanded now. So it doesn't undergo any kriyas, vikriya rahita paramatma. So therefore, nitya muktam avibhakta murtiyat. It has no vibhaga. Sachidananda swarupatve api tatpada lakshya akhanda swarupa beda abhavat avibhakta beda rahita murtihi swarupam shariram yasya tat. Avibhakta murti. Murti means form here. Avibhakta murti, undivided form. Tat brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. In that way you meditate. See, these are all for meditation. Then you start thinking, contemplating on that, slowly the mind comes to settle down with a clear understanding of what that self is. Otherwise, we merely sit for meditation, take some name or form or some japa, etc. It is quietening the mind. But contemplation clarifies, crystallizes it, makes it very, very unambiguous. And when you sit with the correct understanding to meditate, and there is no, at that time, there is no doubt will come about you whether you are the self at all or not, nor even you are. It is said, it is also proved that once you reach the point of total clarity and abiding, thereafter there is no chalanam, there is no movement. That's why the Bhagavad Gita says, as like that of the flickerless flame. The flame of the lamp which is kept in a place where there is no breeze at all, how it becomes such a steady one single, single pointed one. In the same way, out of the contemplation, when the doubts are removed and a person is able to maintain the single pointed attention on the self, there is no more feeling even to come out of it. Because there is so much of bliss that one gains out of that oneness. So here, continuing, Ekameva sadaneka karanam.
Ekameva sadaneka karanam.
Karanantara nirasa karanam.
Karanantara nirasa karanam.
Karya karana vilakshanam swayam.
Karya karana vilakshanam swayam.
Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani.
Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani.
Ekameva sadaneka karanam. Karanantara nirasa karanam. Karya karana vilakshanam swayam. Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. The word karana is used in many places here. Ekameva sat. First one is ek alone, ehi sat hai. Kalpitanam anekesham adhishthanatvena karanam. Ekameva sat aneka karanam. Sad ekam adhisthana rupena aneka karanam. Meaning, as a substratum, it is the cause of many, but by itself it is only one. It is not becoming many at any time, but as adhisthana, as the single support. The earth is one single only. How many countries are there? Tell me. How they are fighting? They forgot about the only one thing. What? There is only one earth. Isn't that true? We only divided into what the continents and countries and whatnot. Earth is only one. How become as human beings, how narrow-minded and selfish we have become, and how we are not able to tolerate somebody else just because their skin color is different, or their belief is different, or their culture is different, or the language is different, or the dress that they wear is different. And then how many such differences we have created, and then started to hate and fight and become violent. See, animals never become violent unless they are prompted to be violent. They are not violent. If a tiger is going and killing a deer, it's not violence. It is breakfast. If that is the case, you going into the restaurant, you are eating that burger, that is violence then. What violently eating the breakfast, you see? So it is his food. That is a chain that is created. That's a kind of what is called. It is the creations, the beauty of mystery of creation is there is always a livelihood for every being which is there, and it has to eat that only. You cannot give him a roti and dal. No, it is his food. And there's nothing wrong when it goes and it controls the population also. Very good. Let it be. They have no problem with that. They have no land situation, and then I am Asian, you are African, nothing like that. Human beings, oh my God. How much violence. So is it not the earth is adhishthan for all the continents? Similarly, Paramatma is the adhisthana for all the apparently different things. Anekasya eka karanam adhisthana rupena. Adhishthanatvena karanam. And karanantara nirasa karanam. It has no other cause for itself. Para asya shaktihi vivida eva shruyate iti shrutehe swa binna karana nirapeksham. इसके लिए कोई कारण नहीं है. Meaning, it does not have any cause. See, it causes as though everything sakala drishya nisheda sakshittvena karanantarasya akashadehe nirase neti neti iti nishede karanam iti va. Two things. One, it itself does not have any cause. It is like you are asking your teenager, where do you go, why you are late? Cause. And you wait. Because he went to the Brahman state. Because there is no cause. Causeless cause I am. You expect a reason for it, you won't get it. So, Swa-binna karana nirapeksham. Other than itself, there is no karana. It itself is a karana. Swayam srishti. Swasrishti, and what called? Swayam bhutatvat. It is on its own, it is created. Otherwise, anavastha dosha will come. If you say Brahman as a karanam, who is the karanam? I think Parabrahma. Oh, all right, okay. Then Parabrahma is a karanam kim? Sreshta Brahman. Very good. Sreshta Brahma ka karan kya hai? Jeshta Brahman. It'll never end. At one point of time, you have to say, Sadeva Saumya Idamagri Asti. Ek hi tha. And ek sat tha. Nahi, asat nahi. Because asat, when you say that asataha sat kim bhavati. From the asat, how can the sat can come? From non-existence, how the existence will come. So, no other cause for itself. And second one is, sakala drishya nisheda sakshitvena. So, when in meditation, when a person comes to continuously negate everything, for the sake of negation, you need a sakshi. ये नहीं है, मैं नहीं हूं. क्या कौन कहता है? Me. Right? So, even go up to the akasha. Karanantarasya akashadehe. So, when you negate, keep on negating in the Panchabhutas, it is said that the earth is to be negated. Negated means it has to be merged into its cause called water. Water to be merged into its cause called Vayu. Agni. Agni should be merged into its cause called Vayu. Vayu must be merged into Akasha. Akasha kaha? Where do you merge it? Akashat Vayuhu Vayuhu Agnihi ityadi. So Akashadehe nirase, from the Akasha onwards, everything neti iti nishede, for the sake of they all to be removed, ye karanam iti va. What is that karana? From what standpoint? See, as much as when you are going to the state of sleep, unconsciously we keep on negating the world. Unconsciously. We close your eyes and then slowly stop listening, even though the wife is saying something, but you don't listen. So even you don't listen to your own snoring also. If you are aware of snoring, you will be awake. So even the snore that you are making the entire place vibrate, you are not aware of it. So ears are also shut off. Eyes are shut off, nose is shut off, smell, no smell, tongue is obviously, all that. The mind also slowly withdraws. So you are actually withdrawing everything, but you do not understand, one does not understand, everything is getting merged to one thing which can never be negated. Merging into the one which is not negated. When consciously, when it understood, Nishede krite, when everything is negated, what remains as a sakshi of the nisheda also? Sakshi of the negation, which does not have a karanam. So, nirasa karanam. That's what it says. Nirasa means nisheda karanam. Karanantara nirasa karanam. It does not have a karana for itself, and also for the nirasa, for the removal of everything else, this is the cause. So, and it also karya karana vilakshanam. It is beyond the karya and karana, cause and effect, effect and cause. Karyam jagat karanam maya, tat vilakshanam. Karyam is jagat, the world is the effect, karanam is maya, but Paramatma is neither the jagat nor maya, neither the karya nor the karana. Karya karana vilakshanam uttama purushastvanyah paramatmetyutagritaha. 15th chapter. Uttama purusha anyah, different. Iti Gita Gitoktestascha Gita Uktescha Yatyapi Ekakaranam iti api asminneva shloke karanatva muktam tatapi. Even though it is first line, it is said what? Anekasya karanam. But it is na karanam api. It is not really a cause, but it is a cause for everything. It is like, first line he says it is the cause of all things. Aneka karana. Second line, karya karana vilakshana. So this is a Vedanta. It's not a contradiction. It is a step of maturity. Now if I ask you, can you project a movie without the screen? You cannot project anything without a wall or a screen, obviously. So, adhisthana for the movie to take place is the screen. You can say it is a karana. Because without the screen, you cannot project anything. So, it is the substratum or the cause, reason, based upon that substratum only you can project on it. But at the same time, you cannot say that has caused it. Can you say that the screen created the movie? Screen did not create the movies. Without the screen, can you see the movie? You cannot. Therefore, screen created the movie. That's the wrong conclusion. Without the screen, you cannot have the movie, but movie is not created with the screen. So what kind of a position it has? Therefore, it's a aneka karanamapi karana vilakshana. Even though it is the cause of everything as though, but at the same time, it is not causing anything. So that is why it says, Shloke iti asminneva shloke karanatva muktam tadapi yasya mityakarya nirupitattvena. Everything is being false. Mityatvat vastudaha karanatvam nasti iti api mantavyam. Because of Jagat being Mithya, it cannot be Karanam for the Mithya. It cannot be causing illusion. But illusion is happening in its presence. So therefore, Jagat Janma Adi Karanatvasya Tatastha Lakshanatvat. This is what we must understand. 3 Lakshanas are known in the Vedanta. Swarupa Lakshana, Tatastha Lakshana and Atatvyavriti Lakshana. What is the Swarupa Lakshana of Paramatma? Satchidanandameva Swarupa Lakshana. Then Tatastha Lakshana is what? It is the one which causes or the body etc. able to function. So the very enlivening principle, that which gives the brilliance or the ability to experience us, the consciousness, experience the world and the body are all as though are given liveliness by the presence of consciousness. So therefore it is said to be the Tatastha, in whose presence everything is happening. Like sunlight is the nature of the sun, and it being the one which is able to, which is because of which everything is seen, that is not its Swarupa. That is Tatastha. Tatastha means it is in whose presence it is happening. So if I say I want to come to your home, which street it is? You say B street. Okay, very good. How do I identify your house? There will be a crow sitting on it. But what is the color of the house? So if you tell me what belongs to the nature of the house, it is Swarupa Lakshana. Crow is a Tatastha Lakshana only. Because if I go there, there is no crow at all. Then what will happen? Similarly, even in the absence of body, etc., it does not disappear. So that is Swarupa, never goes away. Tatastha is, it is that which illuminates or enlivens the body, mind, senses, prana, etc. This is Tatastha Lakshana. Atatvya Lakshana means what it is not. Atat, not it is. So this way, there are three kinds of Lakshanas are spoken. Here, when it is said, Aneka Karanam, when it is said in the first line, it is Tatastha Lakshanam. It is only a contextual guna or contextual nature, not its original nature, not its true nature. So yavat lakshya kalam anavastitam yad vyavartakam tateva tatastha lakshanam. Yavat lakshya kalam, for so long as you see anavastitam yat vyavartakam, that which is subject to be negated, that is known as Tatastha Lakshanam. Swayam Swadaha Siddham Brahma Tattattvamasi Bhavaya. Continuing here. Nirvikalpakamanalpamaksharam Yaksharaakshara Vilakshanam Param Nityamavyaya Sukham Niranjanam Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani Nirvikalpakamanalpamaksharam Yaksharaakshara Vilakshanam Param Nityamavyaya Sukham Niranjanam Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. So, Nirvikalpakam, with no change at all. Vikalpa, change. Nirvikalpakam, analpam, it is not insignificant. It is the most important, prominent, undeniable. Aksharam, unchanging, imperishable. So, nirvikalpakam, mayikatvat vikalpanam vastutaka vikalpa shunyam. No change, because any change is an illusory condition from one to another. If you say the wood has become the window or wood has become the door, it's not absolutely true. Wood has not become the door or the window. Wood is only appearing as the window or the door, because you cannot make the wood change. Whether it's Hollywood, Bollywood, whatever it do. The wood would not change. Oh, it would be? No, it won't be. So wood is, whether it is in the form of a door or a window or whatever it is, in the same way, whatever changes we see It is only Maya Kalpitam. Therefore, Vastutaha Vikalpashunyam and Analpam. Analpam is a very important statement because in Chandogya Upanishad that is said, Yo Vai Bhuma Bhumaiva Sukham Tat Vadiriktam Sarvam Alpam. That alone is the supremely blissful, anything else is insignificant. Na alpe sukhamasti. In the insignificant one, there is really no sukham at all. So, jayamana akashat, anakashat, jayanakashat, ityadi shrudehe. So, aksharam, so that means it is not something which can be ever eliminated. What is said to be not insignificant? Anything insignificant is there sometime, not there, or can be avoided. What you cannot avoid? You tell me what you cannot avoid. You can avoid all other people. I cannot avoid myself. I am avoiding myself. From where? For what? Can you avoid yourself? Unfortunately, I can't. That is why it is said that if you don't make yourself your friend, you'll be the greatest enemy. Is that true or not? If you can't friend yourself, what do you do then? You have to defend yourself only. If your mind is an enemy to you, there is no other enemy necessary. See, that's why people take to drugs and such suicidal tendencies. Why? They cannot tolerate their own mind. Where do they run? Wherever they run, it will be there. So to avoid this fellow who is constantly persecuting, they get into drugs or the sleepy condition. I don't know what is the sleeping pill, whatever they take. And wake up, it is still there. You didn't go. Where do I go? I am you. Chalo, again. How much you escape? Where do you go? So Atman is Sada Hitavan. Sada, what do you call that? Bhagavan has said, I am the greatest friend of yours. Sarvahitaha. Sada Hitaha. Sarvahitaha means I am the I am thinking about the welfare of you at all time. Sarvabhuta hitaha. So that is why it is said, Sarvabhuta hitaha Paramatma eva bhavati sadhu. Sadhu becomes Sarvabhuta hitaha Atma. The sadhu really becomes the friend of all beings. Why? Because he has discovered that friend which is one's own self, which is unavoidable presence, and when you find the bliss in that presence, you realize that that's what everybody is. So then only becomes Sarvaloka Hita Atma Bhakti. Then only his person becomes one who is the person giving maximum support and help to everybody. So it is analpam. Then aksharam naksharati ashnute vyapnoti iti. Va aksharam. It is that ashnute vyapnoti. It is that which is consuming everything and it pervades everything. Therefore, it cannot be subject to perishing. Yad kshara akshara vilakshanam. It is at the same time beyond the kshara and akshara, as it is said in 15th chapter. Dvavimau purushau loke ksharascha kshara evacha ksharas sarvani bhutani kotasto kshara mucchate uttama purushaspanyaha paramatmetyudahritah yo lokatrayamavishya vivartyavya ishvaraha. There are only two things in this world, that which is perishing, that which is not perishing. Dva imo purushau loke. In Gita, 15th chapter, he said, there are only two purushas. One is Akshara Purusha, another is called Akshara Purusha. So if you look around in the world, around anything that you look at it, there are certain things perishing, certain things don't. Certain things perishing quickly, certain things don't perish as quickly. A apple, when you pick it up from the tree and put it on the table, a fresh apple will perish in 1 week. Trader Joe's apple, put it on the table, 4 months it will be there. Nothing happens to it. It's like a plastic sitting there. Akshara. Why it is so much? It is chemical put there. While it is manufactured or water plant, that itself, it has been given so much of whatever it is, structural change, what you call the GMO. GMO? So one is GMO, another is also GMO. One is genetically modified objects or organs, whatever. Another is God-made objects. Both are GMOs only. One GMO is Sharam, another is Aksharam. So in this world, Sharam is that which is changing. But what is not changing is Maya. So Akshara in that context is Maya. So Dva ivamo purushau loke ksharascha aksharamevacha ksharas sarvani bhutani. All beings are subject to change. Kutastaha aksharam uchyate. Kutastaha means kuta iva stitaha. That which is hidden in all of them, Maya, Prakriti, is called Akshara. So Maya is Akshara and Maya Krita Jagat Akshara. But Uttama Purushastu Anya. The Uttama Purusha, it is not Shara Purusha, Akshara Purusha. This is Uttama Purusha. So Uttama Purusha is neither Prakriti nor Jagat. So that is called Paramatma. Uttama Purushasthanyaha Paramatma iti api udahrudaha. Yaha Lokatrayama Avishya, having covered entire 3 words, Vibharti supports Avyayaha. So that is what is said here. Yat Kshara Akshara Vilakshanam. Purvam Karya Karana Vilakshanam ityuktam Vibrutam Padantarena Jagan Mayadi Maya Vilakshanam Satyam ityartaha. Earlier verse I said Karya Karana Vilakshanam. That the same thing is here given as Kshara Akshara Vilakshanam. Because Karya is Ksharam and Karanam is Aksharam. So Karya Karana Vilakshanam, here Kshara Akshara Vilakshanam. Same thing, which is in a different way put. Then Ataha Eva Param Sarvotkrushtam. It is something which is the most supreme. Nityam Aksharatvan Nityam. Being is imperishable. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. Eternal among all the eternal things. Param Nityam Idivanvayaha Avyaya Sukam. Yo va bhumo tat sukam na alpe sukamasti. So, Avyaya Sukam, imperishable joy and bliss. Because only when, see, if I am in love with something which is changing, my love is also changing. Is it not? If I love an object, a thing, and when it starts perishing, my love also perishes. Is it not true?
For human beings also?
Yeah, human being, whatever be it is, anything that is changing when you have a love for that, that also changes. So you used to look so young, know what happened? Gone. After some time, that love for that person also gone, or object is also gone. See, we put this, what do you call that? Huh? The nail polish. It's interesting, these kids in this generation, I just do not understand. You know about that? Did you notice that? Huh? No, not that. 2 Sundays back, or not this Sunday, last Sunday, I was there on the stage. The 12th graders are sitting in there was R1 session. 12th graders are sitting in after they come back from Balviha, come to the main hall, they sit in the front row. 2 girls were doing nail polish. Sitting there, sitting right under me. Can you believe that? I said, that Venkat was, look at this. He got alarmed. He never expected. Stop that. In the assembly hall, they were waiting. I know how. I just can't understand what that means. So let us say that you are polishing your nail. So the nail polish, it looks nice, very good. One nail got cut while you are eating food. Let us say you are eating by hand. Nowadays they use by the spoon only because they don't want the nail polish to go away. No, there's no spoon available. So you're eating by the hand, you didn't notice that. And it is there in the food. Oh, my nail, how nice it is. Would you? Immediately you throw. Why? Even in hair, all that oil you put and hair oil you put, shampoo you put, reorder the shampoo and all that. And hair that one falls onto that, what will happen? You tell me. Would you like it anymore? Oh, my hair after all, let me eat also. How, it is so unbearable. So anything that we have love is only temporary, and when it becomes subject to change or subject to perishing, the love also perishes. Therefore, it is said, what is that avyaya sukham? Avyaye sukham, avyaya sukham. In that which is unchanging, when you have a love for the unchanging, that is called unchanging love. Nityatvad avyayam, avyaye sukham, nityam avyaye sukham. Niranjanam is tamashunyam. It does not have tamas or avidya. Anjana means anything that is anointed. Anointment is called anjana. So anything that is made to become, to pollute it. It is unpolluted, immaculate. Tamashunyam yat brahma tattvamasi iti bhavaya. This way, beautiful pointers to meditations are given here. So we'll see more of it in the next session. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.